This video is the follow-up to my golang variables and data types video where at the end I gave you an assignment. Write a program that calculates the area and perimeter of a rectangle given its length and width, using appropriate variable declarations and data types. This video is designed to be standalone. You don't need to have watched that video to follow along with this one. However, if you have any questions, you may find answers in that video. So watching it may be a good idea. I leave that up to you. I wouldn't mind the extra views though. I am using Golang as my IDE. There are a number of very good IDEs for Go out there. You can use whichever one you prefer. The first thing you need at the top of your file is the package declaration. A package is a fundamental unit of code organization and reusability. It names a collection of Go source files located within the same directory that are meant to be used together. Packages facilitate modularity, maintainability, and code sharing in Go programs. In my case, I am declaring my package with the name main. Now I would like to use the print function within my program. The print function comes in the FMT package in Go as part of the standard library and provides functions for formatted input and output operations. I can add this by simply importing FMT. Now let's consider the assignment. We want to create a program that will calculate the area and perimeter of a rectangle given its length and width. So we are going to need two variables, length and width. We could use an int, but I think the better option would be to use a float that will give us a much wider range of values that can be stored within our variable. Let's create two variables, length and width, and declare them both as float64. We may have some really big rectangles. We all know some user out there that is going to test our system with an unreasonably large number, so we might as well be prepared for it. Now let's use the FMT package to have a little fun. Let's prompt the user for the length. After we prompt the user, we just need to use the scan method to read the value they have submitted. Don't forget to add the sign in front of the variable name to assign it to the variable. Now we just need to do the same thing for width. So now our application has length and width stored in the appropriate variables. That's a great start. Wait, we forgot something. Where are we going to store the area and the perimeter? We didn't declare them at the top with length and width. Let's use type inference to assign them. Then Golang can decide what data type they need to be. Golang supports type inference, which means that the Go compiler can figure out what data type the variable needs to be just by seeing what data we assign to it. Now area and perimeter are stored into their variables respectively. Finally, we can print out the answer to the user. We can use the FMT package again with the printf function. This will print the text to the console. Formatting of a print can be a little hard to grasp in the beginning. It's best to look it up so that you understand how it works. What you are seeing is that %.2f is used to format floating point numbers, float64, with 2 decimal places. The variable name after the comma is the value that is replaced within the formatting string. So we are only outputting 2 decimal places of both area and perimeter. It just keeps things nicer. Well, that's it. Run it and see how it works. If you want to get fancy, try adding a constant of pi and do some calculations on a circle. Or make the text strings into constants so that you only have to change them once.